Hello, my friends. How you doing? I hope you're really well today. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what it really takes to build a six-figure coaching business. And I'm going to be sharing behind the scenes in my own business, some of the mistakes that I've made, and 5 specific things that you need to have in place in order to grow your business to a six-figure level. So if you're here watching live, I'd love you to interact and pop some thoughts and comments into the comments box. And if you're watching replay, if you can just give me a hashtag replay and let me know that you're watching the replay. I always love to know your thoughts as we go along. So please make this an interactive session. I really appreciate it. I'm going to be sharing with you some of the keys that I've really learned over the last, I'd say 6 years, running a six-figure business, but I've been in business for 19 years. And throughout that time, I've done a lot of things right and I've done a lot of things wrong, and you pick up some things along the way. And so this video is really about, if you want to take your business to that next level where you're earning 10K per month consistently every month or more, you know, you may want to be doing more than that. This is for you as well. If you're wanting to jump your business up to 7 figures, it's about really looking at the strategies, the systems, the processes, the mindset that you need to have in place. Business is skill set plus mindset. And so I want to just share some things that I've learned over the years that have helped me, that have helped my clients, and that I think will help you. So this is really for you if you want the keys to having a coaching business that succeeds. There's a lot of coaching businesses that never make it to 6 figures. Most don't. Most coaches never make it to 6 figures. And there are a lot of reasons for that. So I'm going to share some of the reasons tonight. But this is really for you if you want to make a significant impact in people's lives and you also want to make great income. So if that's you, just give me a me in the comments. Give me a me if that's you. If you want to make a significant impact and you know that the work that you do can really make a difference in people's lives, just put me if that's you. I want to talk you through how successful coaches combine their coaching expertise with exceptional business skills and mindset skills to achieve amazing results. So I just want to share with you, first of all, 3 mistakes that I made that I see a lot of other coaches making. So the first mistake that I made when I first started out is, number 1, winging it without a plan. I was just winging it. I had no plan. I was just making it up as I go along. And I know there's a certain amount of that we need to do in business. Business is not all about just having all the answers before we move forward. I often say freedom is not free and clarity is earned. So we get clarity and direction along the way. You can't steer a car that's parked. You've actually got to start moving. You've got to start making decisions and doing things. However, a lot of us, when we start out, we don't have a plan and we're just kind of making it up and copying what other people are doing without actually strategically stepping back and thinking about, what's my plan? Like, what am I actually doing on a day-to-day basis? What's the system? What's the strategy to get clients consistently? Not highs and lows, peaks and valleys, but a consistent plan. Number 2 is that the mistake I made was that thinking that learning something meant mastering it. I remember going up to this guy, my mentor. You know, he's now been a mentor of mine, but when I just first met him, he was offering a program where you learned part of the program. There was multiple things. There was a life coaching course, an NLP course, a business course, and then a speaking course. And he'd bundled it into this program. And I remember going up to him and saying, hey, I've already done a professional speaking course, and so I don't think I need that one. Can I buy the other one separately? And he just kind of looked at me and nodded. And he's like, oh, okay, you've done a course on speaking. Yep. So do you think you're a master at speaking? Do you think you're masterful at speaking? And I remember it just hit me. It was such a, you know, when people say something it's like, it's so true that you just don't know where to go from it. It's like, wow. Like, it was just such a wake up moment for me. It was like, just because I've done this course, just because I've learned I've done a 6-day course. It doesn't mean I've mastered it. Of course, I'm not a master. And why would I think that going to one course means I've nailed it? So learning is a continuous process. And he really taught me the benefit of continuous repetition. And I've learned that through many mentors since, because great mentors, they understand that learning is a continuous process. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes layering. As you evolve and you go higher up the mountain, you might see the same thing, but you're seeing it from a different perspective. So you're moving up, but you still need to keep developing, keep learning, not just from one teacher. I'm not a big fan of having this one guru that you put everything into. I've had multiple mentors and men, women, different nationalities, different styles, different personalities, to truly master a subject or a skill. We can't just assume that learning is something that we do once and it can lead to a result that's masterful. You know, it requires that repetitive practice and feedback and a commitment to ongoing improvement. The third mistake I made was cutting corners and being cheap. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Butter. Hey, Joe. Great to see you all on here. Everyone who's joining us live, great to see you. Please post your thoughts as we go. Love to hear them. So cutting corners and being cheap. If we try to save money and we try to take shortcuts and we try to be overly frugal when it comes to building our business, we can really suffer the consequences, because it can result in subpar work. It can mean that you overlook details that make a real difference in business. Professionalism in business is what attracts quality clients. If you're not putting out quality work and investing in the things that make your business quality. For example, I invest in quality subscriptions like ClickFunnels for my landing pages because they look professional, they look sharp. I remember really struggling with that decision because I remember thinking, oh, can I afford it? And, you know, I understand when you start business, you are bootstrapping a little bit, but when you overly cut corners and you be too cheap, it really means that you don't have the resources, the tools, the mentors, the expertise that you really need to grow a 6-figure business. You cannot grow a 6-figure business if you're not willing to invest in the things that are going to grow you. And I'm going to talk about that in these 5 principles that I'm going to be sharing with you. 5 things that I believe you need to build a 6-figure coaching business. Number 1, if you're making notes, write these down. Number 1 is a relentless pursuit of excellence. If you don't have a relentless pursuit of excellence, a commitment to excellence in what you're doing, it's virtually impossible to grow a 6-figure business. You might grow a small business, you might get some clients, but you will stay stuck and stagnant. Now, I want to be clear, there's a massive difference between excellence and perfectionism. Some dictionary definitions of excellence: the state or quality of excelling or being exceptionally good, the quality of being outstanding, standing out from other coaches. How are you standing out in the marketplace? What are you doing to excel, to be exceptional? The quality of your work, the quality of the way you show up, the way you're professional, the attention to detail, the crafting that you do. Here are some definitions of perfectionism: a refusal to accept any standards short of perfect, the wish for everything to be correct. We know that in business, that's not going to happen. What is right and wrong? A lot of people don't move. A lot of people don't make decisions in business because they're afraid of getting it wrong. There's no right or wrong. So if you've got a perfectionism, that's going to take you down, because we think that we can only do it if it has to be correct and right. And we've been conditioned this from school, but it's actually incorrect. It's not how entrepreneurs thrive. So perfectionism is striving to be flawless, and that's impossible, and we fool ourselves. So excellence is a pursuit of mastery. It's a constant and never-ending improvement. That's what excellence is. Excellence. It's doing the right thing. It's providing epic value to the people around you, the people in your community, your clients, providing amazing value. It's holding yourself to a higher standard. Wherever you're at, what's the next standard? What's that next version of yourself? be excellent. People notice. You notice. You go to a restaurant, you get excellent service. They go over and above to look after you. You have excellent food. You notice, right? You'll probably go back. I love what Oprah Winfrey says. She says, let excellence be your brand. When you're excellent, you become unforgettable. People remember you when you're excellent. You stand out. And that's what we all want. None of us want to be forgotten and overlooked. We want people to pay attention. And this means you need to have a strong work ethic and a disciplined work ethic. Because building a six-figure business, it's not easy. It's a lot of work. And I'm always really transparent with people about that. And it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. Not everyone is willing to do the work, but it's worth the work. I promise you it's worth the work. So pursue excellence, even when nobody is watching or nobody's noticing at the time. It will always bear fruit. I promise you. It's the law of motion. It's always worked. It's Newton stated that for every action, there's an equal and opposite reaction. And that's true in all of our lives. So you can't be excellent for long enough without people noticing, without that producing an effect. So you need to trust your work ethic. I trust my work ethic. I trust it. I know that excellence is a commitment to life outside of my comfort zone. So I'm always asking myself, what is outside of my comfort zone? That's what six-figure business owners do. And they face it. It is a commitment to life outside the comfort zone. It's a commitment to growth. And it's a commitment into facing into those things you've been avoiding, those things that you find challenging, and putting those routines and those rituals and those practices and those systems in place consistently and not basing it on our emotion. So that's number one. I hope that's been helpful so far. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Number two, a willingness to invest in yourself. A willingness to invest. I didn't understand this when I first started out. I was at a conference last week that was all about wealth and finances from a spiritual perspective. It was amazing. And I love what one of the guys was talking about when it came to investing, is that when we invest, we're basically giving our brain evidence that we're serious about it, that we're actually serious about this thing that we're doing. This is not a hobby. This is not a kid's game. You know, we're taking our life seriously. And when you invest, you're showing your brain, hey, this is important, because our money has emotion attached to it. So what we invest our money into is often where our heart is. And so we can invest in a lot of things. We can invest in property, in shares. You know, if you're thinking long-term strategy to build wealth, we need investments. But one of the highest things that you can invest in is yourself. Because if you invest in yourself in terms of your ability to get wealth, so your skill acquisition, your skill development, your mindset, as a business owner, that is going to reap a harvest. It's sowing and reaping. It's a universal law. It's a law. It's not, oh, you know, I'm going to put this money into my education. If you're very smart with where you invest into your education, you're not just willy-nilly like investing in here, there, and everywhere. Oh, I'm going to invest in this property course. Now I'm going to invest in this 5K course over here. And now I'm going to do a degree in something that's irrelevant to where you're actually going. I'm talking strategic investment in yourself, in your business skills and your mindset skills. That is setting you up for success. Being also willing to invest in the things in your business that show you excellent, right? Good design, good branding. It doesn't mean, again, perfection, but it's willing to go, I'll find the money to invest into those things that I know are going to bear good fruit. If you don't invest in coaching services, for example, it's really hard to sell coaching services. If you don't buy coaching, it's hard to sell coaching because you're out of integrity. If you're talking about how great your coaching is, but you're not getting a coach, you know, how can you fully stand behind your product if you don't purchase it yourself? So that's another area of excellence, is having that integrity. Number three is a dedication to mastering the art and science of influence. a dedication to mastering the art and science of influence. Influence is one of the most important skills you can have in business. It affects every area of your business. Influence, your ability to influence the people around you to the best version of themselves, your community, your clients as a leader, will have a massive impact. And you cannot build a six-figure coaching business if you don't know how to influence. If you can't influence someone to transform, you won't be able to sell and market your services effectively. In the world we're in right now, trust is harder to find than ever. And it's so important that we are able to influence people in our online marketing. Influence, I love talking about elegant influence. Elegant influence is not manipulation. It's not pushy. It's about how people feel when they're listening to you in a way that inspires them to actually take action. So elegant influence is motivating and inspiring someone to take new action to actually improve the quality of their life. So in order for them to move on that next action, they need to change their thinking. They need to change their perspective of a situation. And we bring those coaching skills, you're great at coaching, we bring those into your marketing and your selling. Number 4, the fourth thing that you need to grow a six-figure coaching business is you need an effective client attraction strategy. You need an effective client attraction strategy. One definition of a strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim. A plan of action. Remember I said one of the mistakes I made was not having a plan. Tony Robbins, I like his definition. He says a strategy is a specific way of organizing your resources. A specific way of organizing your resources. So really a strategy is your ability to have a system, to have a process, to know exactly how to get clients in a way that is not burning you out, in a way that's sustainable, and is in a way that's enjoyable. To be able to generate a consistent flow of leads, you need a strategy. So you can stop the frustration of wondering where your next client's coming from, wondering how you're going to find them, how you're going to consistently make that 10,000 a month predictably. Like, I know how to make money whenever I need money. I know how to do that. Like, have you developed that skill? And I've learned so many different strategies over the years, and this video is not the place to go into the detail of the strategy. Every strategy has its pros and cons, and there's different strategies that I recommend because over 19 years in business, I've seen the ones that work the best. And the strategy that I recommend to majority of my clients, very rarely do I go off this, is a profitable presentation, compelling content consistently, and automated funnels. Those are the things I recommend. If you were to pick 3 things in the strategy: a profitable presentation, a presentation where you can convert more than one person at a time. So if you're just doing one-on-one sales calls and you want to grow to 6 figures, you need to leverage your time. It means you need to put systems in place where you're presenting to groups and moving from the one-on-one model. You can still get to 6 figures one-on-one, of course, but if you want to leverage your time and have that consistent client attraction strategy, I recommend a presentation that converts, that you know how to get it to actually convert to paying clients, consistently posting compelling content, because that's how you educate people. That's how you build trust. That's how you break down people's limiting beliefs and objections. And then automated funnels. Automated funnels is what gives you freedom. When you're building a 6-figure business, there are 2 paths you can take. You can do things manually and you can get worn out and fed up and exhausted, or you can do things automated. And when you do things automated, like build funnels, funnels are a path that a client goes down. Funnels are an automated process so that people can sign up to your program, your online courses, your videos. They can download your lead magnets. They can come to your events, and it's all automated so that you don't have to be there. That's how you replicate yourself. That's how you leverage your time. And it equals freedom. Just imagine right now the difference it would make to you if you knew that you had a consistent pipeline of leads coming in automatically without you having to be there. If you get sick, if you go on holiday, if you just can't work for whatever reason, you know that you've still got leads coming in. You know that you're still marketing. It makes such a huge difference in terms of your financial capacity and your lifestyle. Rather than, being consuming and reacting all the time, you've got this profitable, scalable asset. And that's super powerful. Hope this is helping. Pop in the chat box. Pop in the comments. What's resonating? What are you liking? What's standing out to you? Number 5, the 5th thing it really takes to build a 6-figure coaching business is having a leadership mindset. A leadership mindset. If you want to create that business that fills your bank account and fills your soul, you need to develop a leadership mindset. You're the leader. It's very different to being the employee. You're playing potentially every role in your business. You may have people helping you out, but essentially, if you don't drive the business forward, it's going to stay stuck. It's going to stay small, and you're going to miss out on helping the amount of people that you are here on the planet to help. Leaders, they constantly level up. They constantly invest. They constantly have a vision that they're working towards. If you ask a successful, high-performing leader, what are your goals? They're not questioning that. They're not trying to think of goals. They don't have a vague, wishy-washy vision. They're clear. This is where we're heading. This is what's happening. This is the plan. This is the strategy. So if you want to be a leader of a 6-figure business, you need to consistently be leveling up your mindset. A high-performance leadership mindset is focused on taking charge and making hard decisions. You can't wait for other people to rescue you. You can't wait for someone to open the door for you. You need to create your own door. You can't wait to be invited. You've got to invite yourself. You've got to be intentional with where you're heading. You've got to face into those hard things. Leaders make hard choices. Leaders take risks. Leaders, they step up whether they feel like it or not. Leaders have structures and systems and support in place to build a sustainable business that gets you to your vision. I want to let you know that you absolutely have everything that you need to succeed. Like, you have the potential there, but you could go the next 1, 2, 5, 10 years and never become a 6-figure business owner if you don't put some of these strategies in place. So I'd love to know, like, what has stood out for you? What has jumped out? What's been a thought or an idea that I've shared that you've thought, yes, that's true? I know back when I first started out as a coach, I just was happy to not work. Like, my vision wasn't to just change the world. And like, I always wanted to be successful. I've always had that drive since I was a little kid. But as a coach, my first goal was just to not work. Like, that was the extent of my vision. I just want to not work. And then when I realized that as a coach, you can be an excellent coach, but if you don't have excellence in your business and in your mindset, you're not going to make it. You're not going to get to those 6 figures or 7 figures or beyond. So if you want to be a 6-figure business owner and you want help with it, I want to extend an invitation for you to reach out and have a chat with me about it. If you want to look at how we could work together in the second half of this year, we've just started first week of the second half of the year, and it's just the perfect time to commit to yourself and to say, I want to build a 6-figure coaching business. That's what I want. And you recognize that you actually need help with it. You recognize you're not going to get there on your own, that you need help. You need someone who's done it and forged a path, who has the strategy, who knows all the nuances and all the pitfalls that you're probably going to come up against. And I can guide you and direct you every step of the way, so that you can grow your business, so that you can attract clients consistently. You can create those profitable presentations that you need. You'll know exactly how to create that consistent, compelling content. You'll know how to build your automated funnels. You'll know how to attract an audience. And we also work together to build your confidence, build your leadership mindset. Just pop the word me into the comments if you want to have a chat about it, and I'll reach out and we'll just have a chat and we'll just see if working together is the right fit for you. Just pop the word me in the comments, or just DM me the word me, and we'll just have a chat. We'll just see what we can do to help you to build a six-figure coaching business, because it's possible. I've helped multiple people to make that jump, and I know that you can do it with the right skill set and the right mindset. You can absolutely do it. So please reach out if it sounds like something that you want to achieve. Until next time, my friends, keep showing up, keep sharing, and keep shining, because the world is waiting for you. The world needs you. Your words matter. You make a difference. So until I see you again, take care. Big love to you. Bye for now.